what degree is it that you obtained?
First of all, did my undergraduate medical education back in India.
Okay.
And then did my post-graduation in pediatrics also there.
Okay.
Then went over to the Middle East for a few years, was working there as a pediatrician, and then came down here and did my entrance exams for the USMLE
So what school or schools did you
from Henry Ford in Detroit.
Okay.
That's where I did my post-graduation in pediatrics from.
Okay, how long did that take?
That took me, because I had a postgraduate degree already in pediatrics back in India, I did honor it.
Okay.
So instead of 3 years, I finished in 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was a bonus.
Yes, very much so.
Yes.
How long have you been a pediatrician for?
Boy, my medical education got done in 92.
Okay.
So 20 years.
That's good though.
Yes, yes.
That's good. So
Doesn't
going
feel like
strong?
20. Yes, doesn't feel like 20. Enjoying it.
How long do you plan to keep going for?
Well, at least another 10, 15 years
10?
for sure. Hopefully till maybe 60.
What is the best part about being a pediatrician?
Well, I think the fun part is being with the kids.
Yes.
Because it's so unpredictable in a good way most of the time. So that's the fun part of it. And of course it's a little challenging too, because you have to deal with not just the kid but also the family dynamics kind of thing. But the other part of the challenge is also not all the kids can express themselves and tell you what's wrong.
Right.
So that makes it interesting.
It makes it a challenge.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So,
What's your best memory as a
oh goodness
pediatrician?
me. Oh, there's many. Yeah, there is many. I mean, I think the best part of it probably is the newborns.
Okay.
Right? Because those are unique.
Yes,
And
definitely.
of course, I mean, not all of them are healthy.
Yes.
So sometimes it's not the best memory, but probably the most challenging kind of thing.
Okay.
Because we do cover special care nursery kind of thing at Port Huron Hospital, and that's where it's every day it's the luck of the draw. Sometimes you get real sick babies, and most of the times, thankfully, we get healthy babies.
Okay.
So I think that's the most rewarding part of it, when you
Yes.
see them go home
Yeah.
and from the hospital. And the most rewarding part is if they follow up with you and we see them grow.
Yeah.
So it,
and get healthier.
yes,
and
oh,
that kind
absolutely, and it establishes a wonderful relationship sometimes with the families, and that makes it worth it because you feel you have had something to contribute to the kind of thing.
Who encouraged you most, or what encouraged you most to become a pediatrician?
Well, I think back home in India, from basically, unlike here, the opportunities in all the other branches kind of thing is not as much.
Right.
The pretty much, if you have a brain and you use it, the most, so to speak, opportunities are available in either the postgraduate degrees are in medicine or in some kind of engineering kind of thing, whether it's your computers or whatever kind of thing.
Right.
Unlike here where everybody has every kind of labor has some dignity.
Yes.
So that is not the same back there. So, and I think coming from a middle class family kind of thing, you obviously want to make a career for yourself and be able to stand on your own 2 legs
Right.
rather than have to depend on somebody.
Yeah.
And it wasn't half as expensive at that time in India.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So I think that's what spurred me on. And I know my family physician kind of thing, I always admired him when I would go to him kind of thing. So I think from probably in my almost end of elementary school, I wanted to say, okay, I want to become a doctor kind of thing.
Okay.
And then I think by the time I made it through my senior years kind of thing, that's when I said, okay, I think pediatrics is probably something that I would be more interested in.
Okay.
I always got along great with kids kind of thing growing up. I had lots of little cousins and always babysitting and that kind. That's how it typically started.
Okay.
But I think after that, I don't regret it.
That's definitely good.
Yes,
Definitely
yes,
a bonus.
yeah.
Any advice that you could give me or other students that are looking to study pediatrics?
I mean, the main thing is going to be you got to enjoy it. Because not every day is always a bright sunny day kind of thing. You've got to be able to take your ups and downs kind of thing, because there are downs too, because the sad part of it is obviously if you have somebody with a chronic illness kind of thing that you have to take care of, and sometimes you have to be there till the end.
Right.
And the end is not what the parents might expect kind of thing. So that's the challenging part of it. But it's gratifying in the sense, at least you have tried your best kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think for any branch, not just pediatrics, it is, you try your level best and you keep up with changes. That's the
Right.
most important
Right.
thing. You got to read no matter what.
Okay.
It is may not be the most highly paid branch as far as medicine goes,
Mhm.
because obviously the surgical branches are
Definitely
paid
higher.
a lot more.
Yeah.
But then it is very for girls especially. It's very flexible.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose your hours, kind of thing, and you can choose the intensity to which you want to work them, because we have pediatric ER physicians who work their tail end off, kind of thing, and then you can have your own private practice where you're not even attached sometimes to any hospitals. You can choose to do just outpatient pediatrics, where you're just on the phone and you do your office hours and have no sick babies. You can
Right.
refer them to the different hospital, kind of thing. So that flexibility, I think, makes it easier, especially as you start having your own family, kind of thing. That makes it much easier.